up, sis?
So good to see you. It's been now, what, 2 years since I've seen you last? Exactly. I met you in July. Peace Peloton was a little baby. What's changed for you?
I've met a lot of really cool people and had these amazing experiences.
You've got a very chill vibe going on that I love.
I dig it too.
Yeah. As we're talking and I'm thinking about getting on this bike, what are we going to do today? And am I going to survive?
You are absolutely going to survive. And I am going to come close to guarantee that you're going to enjoy this.
I mean, somehow you look cooler. Just looks like this is your thing and it's not quite mine. I did bike once in New York, probably amongst my biggest regrets in life.
Yeah?
So you're giving me this confidence, like, I got this.
We're both out here riding together.
That's
and we
it.
want to enjoy this experience.
All right.
So let's do it.
Let's do it.
How you feel?
I feel great. I mean,
You paused a bit.
no, because I can't believe it.
Okay.
I feel free
Got it?
and good in my body. Let's go.
I remember growing up, my mom never told us to go outdoors. Never. She would say, go outside. Outdoor, and I never really thought about it until I started being outdoors. Outdoors means to a young black kid growing up in Gary, Indiana, who doesn't know any white people, and the only thing that we see with an outdoor banner on our TV is these white folks going out having all the fun, climbing mountains, they're all going outdoors, hiking, they're all going outdoors, doing all these things outdoors, and we just thought, that's not for us. But if you shift the language in a way that resonates with the culture that I grew up in and the community I grew up in, it's, okay, going outside is easy. Now that the only thing that it requires is your motivation to cross the threshold of your house. Now you're outside. What are you gonna do when you're outside? You can do pretty much whatever you want. Run, jump, swim. You know, see how that language kind of changes things?
I love that.
I'm like, yeah, so I tell people, man, let's go outside.
Tell me about Peace Peloton.
There was a lot of protests back in 2020, and our organization was incubated out of the energy that came about from the murder of George Floyd. People were tired and they were angry and really tired of just going down, and no one bears any responsibility for it, no consequences for the brutality. People needed an outlet. And also it was during COVID, so people wanted to get outside. So I said, hey guys, we're gonna have an event. Our organization is called Peace Peloton. Our bike ride is this Saturday. Show up, it's gonna be fun, and we're gonna ride to the Northwest African American Museum. Made it all up right there. I made up the name, I made up the location. I hadn't asked anybody any permission to do anything.
What is a typical ride like? Or is there a typical ride?
There's a formula. There are two things that have to take place in the ride, two major components. One is it has to be a bicycle ride. The second is it has to support viable businesses, the owners of which happen to be white.
When I think about moving through space as a black woman, biking on the streets, there's an element of fear that comes into my mind, particularly since the 2020 reckoning, or whatever you want to call it, right? But this idea of moving freely through space, it's sort of terrifying. But Peace Peloton is all about claiming that space. Can you tell me about, what was it about biking, like When you thought of protest, why was it biking for your space?
Selfishly, I ride a bicycle. I'm a bike commuter. I ride for recreation. I ride for speed. So I want to do, if I'm going to do something, it helps that it's something that I enjoy and that I like. When you're out at a park or on the streets and you see families bicycling together, you don't feel threatened, right? It's a very calming and relaxing way to get outside and move your body.
Well, we got to get on the road again.
Okay.
Where are we headed? What's next for us?
I think the sun has came out, the wind has died down, so the weather gods are in our favor. I think we should dip down to Lake Washington Boulevard and ride along there for a while. It's gonna be super dope.
Hardest part of the ride was stopping for me right there. This place is beautiful.
Welcome. This is a dope spot.
Where are we?
This is our Lake Washington, and that is our Mount Baker Beach.
Wow.
So welcome to Mount Baker.
When people leave a Peace Peloton ride, like, what do you hope they leave feeling? What do you want everybody to take away from this experience?
I want them to feel like family. I want them to feel like their contribution is valuable to the greater scheme of what we're doing, our mission and vision. Yeah. Thank you for bringing me along for a ride, making me a part of it.
Thank you, Doc.
You're doing good work, sister.
I feel the same way. I felt a connection to your energy and what you're building. And
Thank you.
thanks for taking me along for the literal ride today.
Yeah, let's do some more riding.
For sure.
Yeah, everybody's welcome.
Hear more about this episode on the Out and Back with Alison, Mariella, Désir podcast. Just search Out and Back wherever you listen.
Fleet Feet is on a mission to inspire the runner in everyone and is proud to sponsor CrossCut's Out and Back with Alison, Mariella, Désir.